What's good? Um, Come to you on this gloomy Sunday evening. Looks like it's about to pour rain or something. But it's a great atmosphere to set the tone of where I want to go with this video. Um, there's a storm brewing online and on social media that is slowly trying to prevent and suffocate voices of dissension from the status quo. Meaning, you cannot critique women, gays, people of a certain religious persuasion. You can't say anything about them no matter how wrong they are, no matter how out of line they are. I don't know how this happened. No, let me rephrase that. I know how it happened. I don't know when it began. I don't know when the sleight of hand changed the pendulum of common sense and logic. But, however, there has been a sense of entitlement to a certain group of people, male and female, on Facebook and Twitter and other social media parts of different types of social media, YouTube, that feel it is their duty to come on your page, critique what you say, and tell you how you should feel and what you shouldn't say. Now, sometimes I make mistakes and I tag people that I think have like minds and they don't. Okay, I chalk that up to okay, maybe I shouldn't share it with certain people. But however, when I do share it with certain people that have like minds, and they come on my page or on my post or whatever it may be that I have up there, and then they decide that they're gonna go on a crusade to try and shut me down or down my opinion, one has to question it. One has to question it and say, why? Why is it that you have people who will tell you what you need to do and why you shouldn't do certain things? Wouldn't you do those things if you felt that I was personally lacking them? The problem is that you have a lot of people who want to say a lot of stuff but don't really want to back it up. See, I'm the same online as I am offline. So when I say something online about a certain group of women or a certain group of men or people in general, I say those same things offline. Now, online creates more of an atmosphere to bring up certain things. Offline, sometimes you have to pick and choose, but nonetheless, I pretty much keep the same track record online as I do offline. Why do I say this? And you may say, who the hell is this black guy? Well, first of all, my name is Q North Star. I have a Facebook page called Nakash Yehudi, which means bronze Jew. And I speak my mind. And I'm doing this video for all people that feel like they have a right to say what they want to say on their own page. You have a certain group of people who feel like you shouldn't say those things because you're harming a group of women or you harming whoever you're talking about or whoever you're being critical of. I work with, or I have worked with, different ethnicities of people, different nationalities of people. I've worked with men, women, and probably some in between. And one thing that I noticed that you cannot do in the so-called black community that you can probably do in any other community is when the women are out of line or they doing something that the men typically don't like, even if it's a small minority that is doing it, they typically have the right or the ability to say what they don't like and not have to worry about having their page filled up with comments, angry comments of people who don't like what was just said. Now, you might have one or two, but there is a sense of common sense and logic in other nationalities of people that just doesn't exist in my community, whether they are male or female. Why? Because chances are they were raised solely by a woman, just like I was. Okay? I was raised by my grandmother. May the Most High bless her soul and rest her soul. And I was raised by my mother. I rarely met up with my father. I knew my father, but he didn't really want to be a father. And, I didn't really, when I was younger, I didn't really understand it. But as I got older, actually, when I turned 28, I began to really understand his perspective from it. Because he told my mother from up front that he didn't want to have any kids. He had no desire to have any children, nor did he have a desire to be a father. Yet and still, my mother, for as much as she said she loved me and wanted to bring me in the world, still desired to have his child. And see, therein lies the problem. Now, I'm sure that some people would be highly irritated and agitated the fact that I've just pretty much was critical of what my mother's decision. But first, let me tell you what she said. Okay, when I confronted her with this information that my father had told me, and I said, well, he told me he didn't want to be a father. She told me, well, I wanted to be a mother. So I saw right then and there that at some point in time, she had a self-serving, selfish desire to want to be a mother. But I also remember her telling me she had, I think, two guys at one time that was pursuing her, who, by all standards, were much better than my father. And although that may have mean you wouldn't see my beautiful face on the camera, why would you pass up someone you had your pickings, you had two guys who were professionals who wanted to marry you, yet you chose my father, who didn't want to marry you, didn't want to have any children with you, but wanted to have sex with you, and hey, I came about, and it is what it is at this point. This is the problem. This is the behavior that I am very critical of. I've even told my mother about this. See, I'm living proof. I don't just make up stuff. I don't just try to scream from the mountaintops as if like I'm perfect. But people who defend people who do stupid stuff like that will say, you're not perfect either. Never said that I was. What I said was, now that I know to do better, it's up to me to do better. But see, it's like certain people who I try to explain the Bible to, with certain customs that they should not do at a certain time of year, and we all know where this is going. Okay? They shut me down at the gate. Why? Because they want to be able to claim, I didn't know. Even though I gave them the scripture, I read the scripture that says, don't be putting up trees in your house. Jeremiah 10, by the way. They will utterly stop me. Because they don't want to know. Because if they know, that puts the onus on them to do better. But they don't want to do better. Now I have a wonderful sister, older sister, on Facebook, in the truth with me. And I love black women who get me. I love the black women who understand where I'm coming from and understand that I speak with harshness because I care. When you love someone and someone you love hurts you, you speak more bitterly than you would if you didn't really care about them. I've been called a basher of sisters. I've been called someone who beats down women. I am married to a black black woman myself. I have a black child. Are they as dark as me? No. But nonetheless, I love them the same. I love my people. I love my family. I love my son. I love the women of my people. I love the brothers of my people. And when I'm critical of them, it is not because I want to beat them down. It is not because I want to bash them and take the side of the oppressor. Okay? Let's get that straight. Because a lot of you brothers come to my page. Well, no. It was just one guy. Let me not lie. Not that I'm lying. Let me not over exaggerate it. It's one guy that came and I deleted his comment because one, you don't come to my post with sarcasm and your attitude, and you're not going to tell me I should be doing better because I'm a man of the Most High. First of all, men of the Most High in the Bible spoke, and they spared not. That's what it says in Isaiah. And show my people their transgressions. Don't tell me how I should speak. I spare not. I don't spare your emotions. I don't spare anyone's emotions. White, black, or otherwise. I tell you the truth, and if you don't like the truth, get the hell off my page, get the hell off my post. And if I accidentally tagged you in it, please remove yourself from the tag. Do not come to my posts and tell me what I should be saying, how I should be saying it, and who I should be saying it to. I will determine that. I have a brain. In most cases, the fluoride in the water has not yet destroyed my ability to think and my ability to resist and to fight. All praises to the Most High on that. As of right now, I am not playing any games. If you come to my page and you say something stupid, if you accuse me of being a basher of sisters, you accuse me of beating down women, when there's no proof that I've ever put my hand on a woman. The only time I put a hand on my woman is when I'm about to make love to my wife. Don't you ever tell me I'm a basher of sisters or a basher of women. I don't beat down my black women, but when they out there doing stupid stuff and they refuse to hear a calm, gentle voice, then I speak up and I become a little bit more agitated. And it rises up from that aspect on when I am ignored, when I try to say, hey, buying weave is destroying our community. Not only is it destroying our community, it is destroying the mentality of what our women think is beauty. And I will not sit by, and I will not let and allow some simp, some pro-ratchet woman come to my page and tell me I shouldn't be speaking so harshly because I am beating down sisters. No. When I watch World Star Hip Hop, I see sisters beating down sisters. I see sisters encouraging each other to beat down other sisters. I'm saying, stop it. How is that beating and bashing women? Because I'm not going, oh, excuse me, excuse me. I'm a man. I speak as a man. I speak bluntly, and I speak right to the point. And if you don't like it, damn it, get the hell off my page. Get the hell off my videos. I'm trying to save my damn community because it is damned because of these women, because they have gone and they've birthed children with men who are not worth a damn. And they sit around and they convict all black men because they don't know how to choose a black man. Yes, I speak aggressive. Yes, I speak as one that has authority. And I will not change that for nobody. And I'm sorry that if you don't like that and it offends you, then be offended. Because I am not going to change how I speak and who I say it to. No matter how many distractions tries to come my way. Because through it all, I'm the only one who gives a damn. I'm the only one who's trying to reach sisters on a street level, on the online level. None of you are doing that. Going up and speaking scriptures to these women is like going up and trying to wife a whore. It changes absolutely nothing other than the fact that they will just try to use you for what they can get and move on. That's it. And just as though that annoying noise in the background, it's all up in the video. Do you think I'm gonna let it deter me and stop me from speaking? No. I'm not. Neither will I let you stop me and deter me from speaking. So I just wanted to make this brief video to show and to let people know that no matter what you say, no matter how you feel, and no matter how many times you try to come to my page and try to tell me how I should and should not speak, I will not stop speaking the truth. I will not stop being critical of the ratchets. And one more thing before I go from this video. Stop telling me to specify who I am talking to when I say women, or if I say black women, or if I say white women, or if I say Asian women. It doesn't matter. If it falls on you, then wear the shoe. If it doesn't fit, then you must acquit. Stop coming to my page telling me I need to be specific. Because for 30, 40 years, when women, especially black women, had so much stuff to say on Jesse Sally Raphael, Phil Donahue, the Oprah Winfrey Show, the Ricky Lake Show, the Jenny Jones Show, all these shows that came out and said, black man is this, black man is that. Did they specify? Exactly. They didn't. So if you can dish it out, you can take it. And if you can't take it, then sit down and shut up. And let men, real men, step up and handle the problem. If you don't like the fact that I'm pointing out the problem, too damn bad. That's the first part of resolving issues, is you must be a problem solver. You must be able to identify the problem and then find ways and means from that method to solve the problem. But I am wrong because I am trying to find the problem. I am finding the problem, and then I am speaking about the problem. And then when I put forth a message to quench the problem, then here comes the excuse parade. Oh, but what about this? And oh, and what about that? I have nothing else to say to these types of people. And some of these people I thought were really cool and really good friends. At least online. But at the end of the day, I stand with the truth, and if it means I stand alone, then damn it, I stand alone. I'll be the lone soldier on the front line because I fear none. And I want my community to come back. I want my community to resemble something of what it did when I was a child, because my son is going to grow up and never see a black woman with her own natural hair. Do you not find the problem in that? It saddens me when I think about that. When I grew up, I saw women rocking braids, cornrows. If they had other hair, they had extensions, but it looked like their hair. Some women had perms, some women wore wigs. But it wasn't majority. It was just a few. Maybe some older ladies whose hair started to fall out. But the younger women didn't do that. Not on a mass scale. I'm not gonna say that all of them didn't do it, but not to the epidemics that it's going on right now. And there's a really good chance that my son will never know and never see what a black woman should look like with her own natural hair. That hurts. With that, I say shalom, and hopefully you'll understand my hurt, my pain, and my message. Have a good evening.